All right,
last year.
folks, we are here with duel number 1 with season 12 of the IWCR opener here at Daytona. I've got a couple of guys in the booth here with me helping me tonight, Jason Allison and Thomas Keene. Thomas, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, Rudy. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right. You're not racing?
No, I am. I'm in Duel 2.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Jason, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
Well, it's good to have both of you in the booth here with me. I mean, I don't mind it. It's just, I just don't want Randall getting upset with me. That's all. That's all I asked, Thomas.
No, that's right. I asked him. I made sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, season number 12 here, guys. Think about this. I have been with IWCR ever since about the second or third race of their very first season. I started broadcasting. And I know I was talking to Randall just a little while ago, and I don't know. I'm just not too 100% sure that I am going to leave after this season. I don't know yet. I told Randall, and he said it's totally up to me, so I really don't know yet. So, but we are here with duel number 1, folks. 2 duels here tonight, 2 30-lap duels with the Gen 6. And first duel coming right up here. This is with, I believe, with all the odd guys. Is that how it went, Thomas?
Yeah, Duel 1 is all odd, and then Duel 2 will be all even drivers from qualifying, yeah.
Right. Now, they all qualified yesterday. There was a server put up, and everybody qualified. So now this is just to see who can get the highest in the field that they can possibly get for next week's Daytona. That's the big race, the first race of the season. So this is going to be exciting here tonight. I always love these shootouts here, what they have for the duels. And this year's theme is oil, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it is oil this year, and it's pretty cool. I mean, you know, we do these themed races every year. Last year we had throwback paints, and this year we're going to motor oil. So it's pretty cool to every year come up with a paint just for this one race only, and it's always puts on a good show every year, and it usually never disappoints.
Sorry about that. That was my alarm to take my medicine. Whoops. I thought I shut that off, but I guess I didn't. Well, yeah, it is cool. You know, we've seen baseball, we've seen football, we've seen basketball, we've seen pretty much about every kind of theme out here. And boy, I'll tell you what, oil is something new, and it's pretty cool to see some of these paint jobs out here. A lot of these guys have put a lot of man hours into these paint jobs, so this is really highly important to give these guys coverage, and that's what I aim to do tonight. Give everybody good coverage. So
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it's pretty cool to see these paints under the lights tonight, and then next Friday you see them under the daylight. So it'd be pretty cool to see the paint in both night and daylight these next 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. And I'm kind of anxious. They always do look pretty under the lights. That's what I always got to say that it is pretty awesome. But we're not far away from. I think they're going to be advancing the field here before too much longer. And we'll get on with duel number 1. In between, folks, we'll have a short intermission while we get over to the next room for duel number 2 for all the even drivers. So there'll be a little bit of a span in between there, like 5-6 minutes. But please don't leave. Stay with us. It's Friday night. Everybody's got tomorrow off. And it looks like we are advancing it. We're getting ready to line them up here.
Yeah, ever since the duels went to points formats to the winners, I think beginning last season or the season before, these duels mean more than just starting order going into next week. You can get 3 bonus points tonight if you claim tonight's duel. So I believe, Jimmy and Jesse already having their spots locked up for next week. They're still going to go for the win tonight so they can get those 3 extra bonus points.
Yeah. Now, it's not going to do me any good to run down through the grid because it will not be accurate. So, but these guys have already qualified for this. So, trying to get caught up here on everybody. So let's see if we got. I don't know. I'm not really positive if this will be in order. Let me see. Because see, there really wasn't any qualifying. So,
I think that is the order, believe it or not.
Jimmy Mullis start. Jimmy Mullis
yeah.
on the pole?
Yeah, he claimed the pole for next week's 250 as well.
Well, then it is correct. Okay. So Joshua Schwartz will start on the outside of the front row in second. DeAndre Artis starting third. Justin Warner fourth. Caleb Eisenhower fifth. Roger Wagner sixth. John Batista seventh. Evan Schroeder eighth. Zachary Miller ninth. James Lorello 10th. Aaron Fowler 11th. Brandon Kreutz 12th. Thomas Vanessa, I can believe it is 13th. Steven Spears 14th. Jarrett Schwartz 15th. Logan Powers 16th. The 16 drivers taken to the grid. Ready to do some racing, boys. Yeah, I don't think it's right. It's, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Well, maybe it is. I guess it is. Okay. No, see, it just crashed on me. So, I got to restart. Hold on. We'll get through this, folks. Duel number 1 coming right up. It's because they're about ready.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
We're going to be taking the green flag here in just a minute. Make sure we are live. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. 16 drivers, folks. Duel number 1. Been a while since I've done an asphalt race. All right, pace car's off.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. It'll take them about a lap to get up to full speed here, folks. Looks like we did have one guy that did not start, maybe? Steven Spears? Not sure.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Steven did not.
Okay, so one guy did not start the race. Alrighty. These guys up here in the front, DeAndre Artis, Joshua Schwartz, and Justin Warner. Last season, Justin Warner did really well coming up through the field a lot of times on some of these shorter tracks. Joshua Schwartz, another one that's come up through. And Caleb Eisenhower in the BP car. Starting to get spread out a little bit. Roger Wagner. New paint job on his car. All these guys got new paint jobs, running oil theme here for the season. Mullis leads the very first lap. 30 laps. Guys getting spread out. Oh, Steven Spears did start, but he's way off the pace, back in 19 seconds behind the field. Not where you want to be.
Yeah, especially when these things, they barely have caution, so the only hope for him would be that if he do get a caution.
I know in recent past years, Thomas, and you know this as well as I do, it's been always been kind of a competition between the first duel and the second duel to see who can run it the cleanest. And we've seen some pretty good racing because of it.
Yeah, it's pretty much a race. You would see who gets the least amount of cautions, but who also can produce the best amount of racing without, messing up their 250 chances at a good start.
All right, so Mullis still in the lead. DeAndre Artis second, Warner third, Schwartz fourth, and Eisenhower still fifth. Taking up the rear of this group here, James Lorello, one of the new guys. Back here working with Evan Schroeder. These guys do not want to get away from that draft if at all possible. Want to stay in that draft. Jarrett Schwartz actually got kind of stuffed back to 13th. Now, I don't know, is Jesse running tonight? Do you know?
Jesse's in Duel 2. He actually will be on the pole.
Very cool. Yeah, well, go figure that one, huh?
Yeah. But if Jesse was in here, I think he would be working with Jimmy and Joshua in this one, so.
What about Michael Gonzalez? Is he running this year?
I don't know actually.
I see
he
he's
didn't
in chat.
qualify.
He's in chat.
I don't know, Michael. Are you running? He'll probably sign up and then probably do, race the 250.
That would be pretty cool. Well, they have caught back up here now. These guys are all nose to tail. All the way back to Brandon Kreutz. Yep, Brandon Kreutz. And there's a little bit of a space back to Jarrett Schwartz. And they're starting to get a little antsy now. We're getting some guys pulling out. DeAndre Artis pulls out and goes with the number 64 there, Joshua Schwartz, but it doesn't look like that outside line's working right now.
Yeah, I don't expect a lot of moves.
Yeah, they need about 4 cars up there, and they would be a lot faster.
Yeah, about 4 or 5, but, you know, I'm kind of shocked that, you know, they're doing it at lap 6. You know, we still got to go through a pit stop here, which I'm expecting to come in within the next, you know, 5-6 laps for these guys to play a little strategy.
Yeah,
maybe it's strategy of their own right now.
Yeah, that's right. They only run at 50% fuel tonight, aren't they?
Yes,
Okay, so
maybe
they'll get about, what, 10 laps? No, 20 laps.
Yeah, they'll 19 to 20, but who knows, maybe Joshua and DeAndre, they want to go to the back. Maybe they don't feel comfortable out there until the end. Who knows?
Could
but
be. Very well.
Logan moved up with there right now, so maybe we'll see a charge up to the front now.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, somebody else coming up there with them. Yeah, that's good. Logan Powers. And, ooh, almost, Roger Wagner almost pulled out. He decided against it at the last second there.
Yeah, and since IWCR has gone back to a fixed league now on all races, it's been a while since we've had fixed racing on a restrictor plate. So it's going to be interesting to see how, you know, going into next week's race, how it is going to be on a long tire wear. Tonight should not be that bad since it's being night. But going into next week is going to be interesting with the fixed weather and the fixed setup, and see if the tire wear is going to be pretty bad.
Well, Justin Warner did take it to the outside, so now we've got 5 cars up on the outside. That might make it a little bit better, but Roger Wagner slips right into 3rd there on the bottom. John Batista right behind him. Zachary Miller coming up through the field. These guys, we've got a 14 car pull away here. James Lorello gets kind of stuffed out there. He is out of the draft right now. That's not where you want to be. He's praying for a caution to get back in it.
Yeah, and soon these guys will be catching Steven here, who is almost a lap behind them now. He's blinking a lot, so it's going to be interesting to see if he will just let the leaders go, or he's going to take to the outside towards the wall, and how these leaders will act when they're already too wide.
And Justin Warner was in the lead there, but he's not going to, I don't know if he's going to be able to, he does have a pretty good lead here. He may get the lead this lap.
Yeah, Justin does go
does.
to the lead.
Does go to the lead. If he can stay in it, he's going to, is he going to stay up there? It looks like he is going to stay up there. Oh, he should have dropped down in front, but he didn't. Here they come back. Mullis on the inside.
You have teammates there on the bottom, 1-2 with I think that's Caleb and Jimmy, so you know they're not going to leave each other.
And Warner led that lap. Mullis trying to come back. But a lot's changed up here in the front now that they've gone too wide. This is really going to be interesting if they can keep it clean the whole way.
Yeah,
Lorello has fallen back to 3.9 seconds, and he is dropping like a rock.
Yeah, and the pit window, I think, does open this lap or next time by. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see the guys on the outside. They want to pit when everyone else pits, or they're going to go an extra lap.
Right. Now, what would you do in a case like this, Thomas? Would you pit, short pit like that, or would you just kind of stay out there and try to run the tank drive, maybe hoping on a caution?
If I was on the outside or just leaving?
Well, anywhere out there.
I don't know, probably short pit, just because you know, you don't get that chance of a caution in the duel. You know,
Right.
one race will have a caution, the other race won't have a caution. So it just depends on which race you're in, and also if you do decide to run your tank a lot more laps, you will have to be careful with how much fuel you take, because then you're going to need to adjust it.
Right.
But if it was me, I would probably pit like around lap 11 or 12, and you know, take no tires and just fuel and go. You know, be the least of my worries.
Well, they're coming up on Steven Spears with a full head of steam here. Steven's going to try to stay high. It looks like most of the guys are going to try to stay as low as they possibly can, but they are going to go 3 wide. It looks like
They're
a fairly clean pass. Oh, we got almost a spin there. Contact. No caution.
Here goes Brandon up the track. Any caution?
No
caution.
Be.
Wow.
It shouldn't have been, because
Caution,
there was...
Oh, Brandon is on.
Well,
He stopped on track. Caution.
Yeah, there shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have been a caution. There was no traffic.
Yeah, I think Brandon stopped on track there and
Okay.
got it going.
Okay. Well, that did bring out the caution then. Well, this is going to throw it to where now everybody can pit, and it's everybody's game again.
Yeah, it just looks like Zach tried to get back in line and clip Brandon there from what looks like it.
Yeah. Alright, so caution out on the track. And actually about perfect timing too, because now they can all pit, because everybody was going to need to stop for gas anyhow. So, well, thank you all for tuning in. Michelle, hey, bringing a lot of the boss man. We got a lot of them. Kevin Spalding, James, Travis, man, we got a lot of people in chat there. Welcome, and thank you all for tuning in tonight for the duels here. This will set the field for next week's Daytona. So, first race of the season starting next week. We'll be going live at 10:50 p.m. Eastern up on the live iRacing portal and here on YouTube. We are also streaming to Twitch too. I don't know if anybody knew that, but we are on Twitch. And nobody watching, but we're there. Can't get anybody to watch on Twitch. I don't know why. I think I've been like shunned or something on Twitch. All right, everybody on pit road. Now it's going to be who can get off of pit road first.
I'm expected to see. I'm interested to see who takes tires and who doesn't. Ooh, someone overstood their pit box here. I think that was DeAndre.
Well, we've seen a lot of no tires, but a lot of them took 2. And 2 is, I think, probably what you needed to take anyhow.
Yeah, especially with the new tire model where the tires do wear a little bit more than the previous one. You know, it's always not a bad decision to go with 2 tires.
Now last season we seen 2 tires on these Gen 6s that, boy, they really reacted funny on the cars, especially on super speedways like this. How has the tire model changed this season, Thomas? Is it a lot better? It doesn't react like that?
It does. The new tire model does eat up your tires a little bit more. It will cause wear to have. It will make your tires wear down more. So it's gonna be interesting. You know, maybe at nighttime, you know, people will take no tires. It really won't matter, especially with only 30 laps and the track being cool.
But what I'm saying is, okay, doing a 2-tire change, you know, the last build there, we've seen when you did a 2-tire change on these, it was hard to control the car.
Oh, yeah, it does make the car looser if you took 2 last build. Maybe this build, I haven't really tried it with the 2 tires, but from what I'm expecting, it probably even get looser just due to the fact that the tire wear is more severe this build than last build.
Yeah. Hey, Jared. Hey, hit that subscribe button there, folks. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up on the video. I'd appreciate that wholeheartedly. You all know that. Those of you that are regulars here know I love to have that thumbs up on the video. That means a lot. I know that you like what you're seeing. I'm just glad Thomas is in the booth with me. I don't know. Maybe I'll get somebody to join me in the booth out for the round 2. I don't know. Maybe I can get Roger in here. Ooh, never thought about that. I thought I was going to get one of my friends, well, you know him, Tony Pizarro.
Oh yeah, Tony.
Yeah, but
Plus he's not racing.
yeah, he messaged me and but I have not seen him come into TeamSpeak. He has the TeamSpeak.
Yeah, Tony's a great guy. I like it what he does with the website too.
Yeah.
Very good with stats and all that. I love reading his articles.
Yeah, he writes some awesome articles. Pretty close to pro level.
Yeah.
Writing them articles, I'll tell you. Yeah, I don't see him in here, so he's obviously not made it over here yet. Yeah.
Well, Rudy, you want to interview anybody since talk to you?
Yeah, why don't we let's get where is he? DeAndre Artis. Let's get to him down here. We'll get to him down here real quick and talk to him. You want to talk to him?
Sure. It's up to you, buddy.
Yeah. Go for it.
DeAndre Artis, is Thomas Keene up in the booth? You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
Hey, we saw you've been up there towards the front and then overslid your pit box there on that pit stop. You think you can get back up there?
Yeah, I hope to get back up there. Hopefully, 15 laps to go, we can make some moves to get back to the front.
You were hoping we didn't see that too, huh?
Well, yeah, I was planning on taking 2 on the slide, but I slid through, and I just decided to take 4 instead.
How's the draft package out there? Is it tight, normal? How is it since we've gone back to a fixed setup?
I feel like the draft is pretty decent. I tried to get the hotline working, dropped back a couple spots, and then started getting moving forward. So hopefully I can go ahead and jump up on the high side and work that again to the front. But it's pretty good right now.
Well, that's good. But yeah, I see you've been working with Justin Warner and a few other guys on the outside. Well, hopefully you can hook back up those, buddy, and good luck these last 15 laps. And hopefully we'll be talking to you here at the end of this race.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, let me get him back up there. Hold on, DeAndre. There we go. All right, well, Jimmy Mullis going to be restarting. I think we're going to be joined in the booth by Logan Powers for the second round. He's offered to help out, so very much appreciated, Logan. He's in the first round here. He's texting me while he's driving around the track. Isn't that illegal everywhere?
Yeah, it is.
All right, here we go.
It just shows how much he's dedicated to you, Rudy.
I know it. All right, pace car's in.
Ready, green, green, green,
And
green.
there's the green. Mullis in charge. Large and
Really
in charge.
good start.
Yes, sir. Caleb Eisenhower right there in second. Caleb ran part of the season last season, right toward the end there, and I think he really kind of liked what he's seen, and he did real well. He's a good racer. I'll tell you, I know him from another league, and he's a really good racer.
Yeah, I've raced with him up in tops a few times, and A Open or NIS, and he's a very great driver, very fast. He knows what to do with this car. Yeah. I would not be surprised if if Jimmy helps him get the dual win tonight. But also at the same time, those 3 bonus points do wonders to a driver.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, looks like Roger Wagner messing no time up there. Is that really what you're saying?
Yeah, no, and it looks like they're all going to go to the outside. And now Jimmy Mullis comes up. Jimmy's trying to do everything he can to keep them back there.
Yeah, he's making that car be 20 feet wide right now. Just trying to keep them all behind them.
Oh, Roger Wagner almost catching Justin Warner's bumper. Well, you got to be very careful with these cars doing that, because boy, you get that dreaded bumper hook. But Warner back to the lead. It's going to be a nail biter right to the end. They're coming to 12 to go. Can Mullis and Warner hold these guys back? What do they got?
With this new draft package, it does take a while to get back up there.
Yep, we've got 11 car pull away. Brandon Kreutz now back in it. I'm sorry, wrong camera. Brandon Kreutz back in it. These guys racing for position back here as well. Aaron Fowler. I know Aaron from somewhere. Can't remember where. Thomas Vanessa. Zachary Miller. And Steven Spears never did get that lap back. I wonder why they didn't get the lap back. That was weird. Unless he pitted. He might have pitted and that probably did it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's why. Because he pitted.
Well, Rudy, I'll tell you one person who's been surprising me right now, and that's that 08 of Jarrett Schwartz. He started dead last in this duel, and he finds himself right now in third place behind his 2 other teammates.
I know it, man. That's great. That's a great run for him. He didn't take much time at all. Didn't take much time at all.
Yeah, look at Logan Powers in 4th there, too. Great run for him, too.
Yep. Logan's going to be in the booth with me for the Duel 2. He's volunteered to help out, so that's pretty cool. Warner gets shuffled back to 5th place. Him and Roger were working pretty hard on that high side. It just seemed like they got up there and just went nowhere. Everybody ducked back down to the bottom and left them up there hanging, so they had to fall in behind. Roger may be looking to see if he can find a partner to go up there. Maybe Batista. I don't know. Eisenhower, he keeps peeking. Here we go. Logan Powers looking to the outside. Warner going to go with him. And,
should be interesting.
Oh boy, I don't know. This is going to be nuts right here. Caleb Eisenhower goes up there, but Mullis blocking. Whoa.
3 wide.
Oh my gosh, look at this. 3 wide. Eisenhower in the middle. And Logan Powers, he backed right out of it. He says, I don't like what I'm seeing up there. But Eisenhower did not. At the line, still Jimmy Mullis. Caleb Eisenhower did lead that lap. Sorry about that. I didn't see that. Jarrett Schwartz to 2nd place.
These next 8 laps really will be some of the best racing you'll probably see in a while. Even it's only the duels too.
Oh yeah, I know it. Just kind of give everybody an idea of what next week's race is going to be like here, folks. This is the kind of racing you're going to see here at IWCR. This is off the chain racing right here. This is something that late night that you probably won't go around too awful many places and find racing that's going to be this good. So you got to be here next week. 10:50 p.m. Eastern will be going live right up on the iRacing portal and on MaxSpeedTV YouTube. Joshua Schwartz. Riding along with him now. He's back here in 8th place. Arello gets back in it. Seeing a little bit of damage on Joshua Schwartz's bumper there.
Wow, Jarrett Schwartz went up to the high side of his teammate Caleb, and he gave him a good push off of 4. And I think he led that lap there and trying to look for the lead, and he gets there.
Riding along here with Logan Powers. You can see just how close these guys are and how they're weaving around. Everybody looking for a little bit of side draft. Anything to make them just a tick faster than everybody else. And they're going 3 wide up front again. Holy smokes, look at this. Whoa! Oh, and there goes the big hook. Oh, I knew it was going to happen. It was just going along too good right there. Let's go back and take a look at this, folks.
And that was one thing, Rudy, we were talking about, is that bumper hook.
Yep. And that's what we're probably going to see next week, too. I hate to see that with, we're going to go back green, though. Let's see if we can get it. We'll get a close-up here now. When they start getting, okay, Caleb Eisenhower's out on the outside there. I need to get a little better view here. Yeah, there we go. All right, coming up through Justin Warner. He just bumper hooked Jimmy Mullis right there. And that upset the whole bunch up here. Oh my, look at all these cars that got damaged. There's just no place to go to get away from it. You know, the only ones that kind of got out scot-free there was the front two, Roger Wagner and who was that? Roger Wagner.
Batista?
Yeah, John Batista.
And I'm looking at Roger's car. He's got some right front damage. Batista's got some right front damage. I think the only car that was in that front pack that came out unscathed was the 07 of DeAndre.
Man, well, you don't want to pit because you're going to give up all that track position.
Yeah.
So
and I'll tell you one thing. I don't think we've ever had a big one in the duels in a while.
Yeah. So now what do? Well, they're going to pit.
Yeah, I think Roger has a little bit too much damage to that right front.
But John Batista's going to stay out. The cheese just got a whole lot more binding. So now DeAndre Artis second, Brandon Kreutz third, Aaron Fowler fourth, Thomas Vanessa in fifth, and Zachary Miller. These guys all stayed out, mainly for track position.
Yeah, what helps them too, they were, a few seconds back of the main pack, and now look at them. They have a pretty good shot to win this thing. Well, Steven Pierce, who's been a lap down the whole duel, is the guy's lap back.
If I can find Aaron, where is Aaron Fowler? Do you see him in TeamSpeak anywhere?
Aaron Fowler?
Fowler, there he is. I got him. If I can get a word in with him here, give me a second.
Where I can.
Aaron Fowler, you got a copy?
Yeah. How's it going? Sorry.
Good. Well, I'm sorry I didn't mean to drag you up right mid-conversation there, buddy, but we wanted to get an interview in with somebody. You're a new driver here, and boy, you got through that without any damage. How the heck did you do that?
Oh man, I saw the smoke, and the guy in front of me, I seen him checking up a little bit, and I caught the smoke, so I was like, well, I mean, should I let off or should I just go through it? So, I just drove right through it and, played for the best.
Well, it worked out good for you. Well, now you're going to be starting in fourth outside of the second row. Do you think do you have a partner to work with first off?
No.
No, you're all by yourself. Well,
yeah.
Is there any way you can maybe kind of sweet talk somebody into helping you?
I'm not sure. I mean, it'd be a long shot, I'll tell you that. But no, man, I'm just here to have fun, and wherever I finish is, I mean, that's the duels, right?
Yeah. Well, this does set the field for next week, though. So, excuse me. You got to think about that. I mean, obviously you kind of want to be the closest to the front. When it comes down to the green flag start next week. But fourth position, that's pretty respectable here in the first duel. So, all right, well, we'll let you get back to work, Aaron. Thank you for talking with us. Great to have you in the league here. This is pretty cool. I'll put you back down where you were at there.
All right, man, I appreciate it. You have a good one.
Thank you. All right. Well, it's good to talk to somebody new. See, I try to share it around there and get somebody new in here once in a while,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Jared Schwartz has taken his car behind the wall.
Yeah, I'm looking at John Batista's car right now. I don't know if the damage in the front there is going to slow him down or anything. I don't think it will, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know how hard of a hit he took there, or how he ran into Roger or something, but it's going to be interesting. And DeAndre's right there in second, clean.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what it's going to do, how much speed that's going to knock off him. Yeah, DeAndre Artis. Now, Brandon Kreutz, he was caught up in that wreck earlier, and he's got some damage. But Aaron Fowler, his car's clean. DeAndre's car's clean. Thomas Vanessa, I believe his car's clean. Yep, he's clean. No, he does have damage, too. Yeah. Ooh, so we do have a lot of damaged cars out here right now. So it might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, there's only 3 cars I can count that's absolutely clean. There's maybe 1 or 2 that have very little damage.
All right, they're doubled up. 2-lap shootout here, folks, to finish the first duel. Jimmy Mullis takes his car behind the wall now. We still got 3 guys sitting on pit road. James Zorello, Caleb Eisenhower, and Justin Warner. So, and this is just the duels to line up for next week's race. So it's not like, nope. I guess they do get points for, what, the pole?
For winning tonight.
Oh, for winning.
Yeah,
okay.
I think Jimmy does get 1 for winning the pole, but then the 2 dual winners from tonight will get 3 bonus points.
Ah, cool. That's a good way to start the season out. All right, so we are ready to go back green with a 2-lap run here, folks. Who's going to come out the winner? DeAndre Artis on the outside with a pretty clean car. Batista on the inside with a little bit of damage. I don't know. I just don't know what to expect here.
Well, green-white checkered. It's going to be one dash to the finish.
That's right. Colton Davis. Hey, Colton. All right, here we go. 2 laps to finish this up. If a caution comes out now, the race will be over. Pace car's in. Green. Oh, look at that jump DeAndre got, and Brandon Kreutz. What?
He had the damage.
Batista did not go. What
I bet it's the damage.
Oh my. Batista's car is just way off the pace. Kreutz will go into second. Vanessa third. Aaron Fowler fourth. And they're all chasing DeAndre Artis. Okay, now DeAndre's car is pretty clean. Now Brandon's got a little bit of damage on his car, and so does Thomas. Can they maybe make a pass here at the very end? And this has kind of caught Aaron Fowler way off a pace back here. He's out of the draft. I don't know if he's got enough to get up there. He's got Zachary Miller pushing him. If he can get him there, they may be in contention for this last lap. The white flag is in the air for DeAndre Artis to come home with the win for duel number 1, folks.
You know Brandon's smelling victory lane right now.
Oh, yes. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What's he going to do here? Is he going to pull out? Is DeAndre going to do some blocking? What's he going to do? We may see a bumper hook. You just never know what's going to happen. It's Daytona, baby.
I would back up to that 30 and try to see if I can get a run off of 4.
Oh, Brandon tries to sneak it back in there. I think he's just going to settle for second place. DeAndre Artis is going to come home with the win here for duel number 1. Congratulations to DeAndre Artis.
Good win for DeAndre. He'll be starting 3rd next Friday night.
Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Brandon's going to be 5th, so that's a great start for Brandon as well. Proud of him. Happy to see him, start good.
Well, we'll get a minute here, and we'll get a word in with DeAndre, and then we're going to hurry up and sneak over to the next room for duel number 2, folks. But first off, let's get DeAndre down here. We just had him down here. DeAndre Artis, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, DeAndre, we were just talking to you, but you had a clean car there for the finish. I don't know what happened to John Batista, but it was like he just didn't go, and you took off like like you were shot out of a cannon, and man, it was no looking back after that. Did you know that Brandon Kreutz and Vanessa had damage on their car, and they were not going to be fast?
I had no idea. I just treated everybody like they didn't have damage, and yeah, I don't know what happened to Batista on the start.
Yeah, it was almost like he just didn't go, Well, it doesn't matter because you come out here with a win tonight. Tell me about the racing out there and what this means to you.
It was a good race. I really enjoyed myself. So we should be starting 3rd for the the 250. And I'm looking forward to it. I like the high side, and right before the caution hay came out. So I'm looking for the race, and yeah, just like 2 in a row for the duels wins for me.
Heck yeah, man. Well, it's good to see you back in the groove here again, DeAndre. So, all right, well, now you get to sit and watch duel number 2.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, brother. Well, congrats on your win here, and I guess there's some bonus points in that for you. So, good luck next week, and congrats tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right. All right, Thomas, we're going to get switched over to room number 2. Folks, just stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with duel number 2 coming right up in just a minute. All right, folks, we're back with duel number 2. And these guys are out here practicing. Will just be a couple of minutes, and we will be advancing the session here to get everything sorted out. But thank you all for staying with us and being patient with us. And boy, this is going to be some good racing coming up. And I've got a special guest in the booth with me, Logan Powers. Logan, you were in duel number 1. What was it like out there?
Well, it was really good racing. We had some blocking going on and everything, but it was really fun. Coming from the back to the front, I was actually pretty surprised with the draft model. I didn't think it was going to suck up so well, but you get a few cars going on the outside, and you get really good, solid side-by-side racing, and I think you're going to see a lot of the same thing that you just saw. Good side-by-side racing, and possibly a wreck or two, but...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we kind of expected that to happen. You know, these guys were right on top of each other. They're racing to try to get to the highest position possible. And I think we kind of expect that. You know, we're probably going to see that in this one here, too. But we'll see how everything goes. But thank you, Logan, for offering to help out. That's really cool. I appreciate that very much.
Oh, absolutely. I've been waiting for a chance to do this, and I heard you asking for help, and I was like, heck, why not?
Yeah, well, I thought maybe I could get Roger up here, but I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, why not? If he's down, then we'll have 3 of us up here.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. Okay, here he is. Let Randall know that we're ready to go. And anytime that he wants to advance it, we'll be off and going here with duel number 2, folks. Coming right up. Yeah, that was some pretty good racing in duel number 1 there, man. And, you know, I knew it was going to be that duel number 1 was packed with a lot of talent. And, you know, when you get talented drivers of equal talent out there racing like that, you're going to see upsets. And you know, when you get that close to one another, we get that dreaded bumper hook. Everybody hates that bumper hook, but that's just a product of iRacing here that you know, we hate to see that, but it's just a product of it, and you just got to learn to deal with it, you know. But when the field's that tough and that packed on top of each other, you're going to see all kinds of stuff like that. So.
Oh, absolutely. And here's another thing to put into perspective, Rudy. This year we're running fixed setups, and especially on a restrictor plate track, everybody's pretty much dead even. And when you throw someone out there who's a peak antifreeze driver as Jimmy Mullis, he knows what he's doing. Mm-hmm. So he's out there switching lanes back and forth, and it just gets really hectic. But even these guys who have been racing IWCR for years, everybody in here has talent, and that's what makes it fun. You can have someone take someone with less talent, and they're right back up there because they learn from these experienced drivers, and that's how I learned. I learned from, you know, Thomas Brannard and those guys who were fast week in and week out, and you know, you just talk to them and learn little things here and there. They give you congratulations, and it just boosts your knowledge and helps you, you know, figure out all the tracks, and it's definitely a fun time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But no doubt, I know this is going to be definitely a good race, so we're going to see what happens here.
Yeah, just waiting for Randall to go ahead and advance us. And we'll be on with duel number 2 here, folks, in just a minute. Again, I appreciate all of you hanging out with us here, and this is just going to set the field for next week.
And not to mention, we have, I believe, about 36 cars signed up for the 250. So it's definitely going to be a little bit more hectic next week, but nonetheless, it'll still be great racing.
Yeah, and there'll be more drivers that may not, you know, get signed up, but they'll make it into the race. But still, you know, right. I've seen full car fields here before, and you know, like any race, when you get a full car field like that, especially in a restrictor plate track, you know, you're going to have a few extra cautions, but what it does is what I say, and not to be disrespectful to anybody or, you know, not wish this upon anybody, but it kind of weeds out a few drivers, kind of thins the herd down, as you want to say, and you know, then you get down to some really, really good racing, and man, I'm telling you what, you know, when you get cars out there that you know, maybe got a tick of damage, or maybe not quite as fast as somebody else, but if they stay in the draft, they can be as fast. There's so many things to kind of watch for, and something that I always throw into this is the strategies amongst teams, amongst drivers. You may get shuffled back, and you're not working with your team anymore. You're working with somebody new, a new driver, and try to get them on board with your strategy. You kind of got to share your strategies and work together, you know, because you don't want to come to pit road alone. You want to go in with at least one car with you, so when you come out, you've got a drafting partner. That's going to be the key to next week. communication is another key. I always say that. Communication is one of the most important things, especially in super speedway. Let them drivers know what your intentions are. If you're going to pass or if you're going to go to pit road. I know a lot of people don't like to do that. They don't like other people to know what they're doing. But it's very important to have communication out there because you can cause problems.
Exactly, and some people just think that Daytona is mash the loud pedal and turn left, but like you said, there's so many things that go into it, and everything has to be just so perfect for everything to work out in the end.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. It's actually the name of the league, Jeffrey, is Under the Lights. If you look up Under the Lights in the league directory, that is IWCR. Under the Lights. They've been that since the dawn of time, when they started the league. Under the Lights.
Yeah, and don't forget we got a truck series too.
Yep.
So.
And it's ran by Scott Drake. Yeah, you'll have to start out in the trucks until they see how good you are. I think this is kind of like their premier series, but they run the truck series on Saturday night, which tomorrow night I'm not sure. No, they don't, because they don't have the duels like this for the trucks. So the trucks don't actually start tomorrow night, do they? They start next week?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they start next week.
Yeah, because they'll start when the next Friday will be the 250, and then
right
that Saturday will be the truck race.
Yes, Under the Lights, Jeff. That'd be good to see you in there, Jeffrey. Yeah,
it's great.
It's a pretty good league. I think you'd really fit in. You'd enjoy this. This would be kind of right up your alley, right here, Jeff. Good league to run in. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, and it's hard to get some people in here. I mean, the last few seasons we've struggled with car counts, but this is the perfect time to join. And it's the beginning of the year, new start, new drivers in here. So we'd love to see new faces and new guys out here running each week.
Yep, I know Jeffrey. So I'm still waiting. He's I told him I was all set to go, and he said thanks. So we're just waiting on Randall to go ahead and advance the session here. I think they're giving the guys a little bit of time to practice. These guys haven't been on the track since yesterday.
Drivers meeting too, I believe. It looks like everybody has random practice laps, so I'm sure he's just giving them a few words, and we'll be racing here shortly.
Yeah, I'm sure, Jeffrey, if you apply, they'll probably, I would imagine, probably accept you, and you could probably race next week in the truck series. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying probably. I mean, it's not my league. It's you look up, I think it's Scott Drake is the league owner, so you'll probably see him at the top of the list there of the members list.
Oh, Rudy.
Yes.
It looks like, I'm looking at the schedule right now, we race tomorrow for the trucks.
Oh, they do? Oh.
That's my bad.
Okay.
I thought we were. But it says right here 23 hours and 8 minutes.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, there you go.
Tomorrow night we'll be racing.
There you go, Jeff. Get signed up and you can race tomorrow night.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, you can find Scott on Facebook or whatever. Any way you can get a hold of him is, obviously going to help you get in.
Yep, Scott Drake. I can probably even mention to him, I know you, Jeffrey Ford. I could probably mention to him about, that you applied and see what I can do for you. Get you in there. All right, they are advancing it, so we are moving on. We'll get them down here on the grid, and it worked out the last time, so it should work out this time. We'll get everybody accounted for in the order that they will be starting the race here, folks. All right. Let's see. Okay, Jesse Schwartz starting on the pole. Thomas Keene on the outside of the front row in second. Galen Gidman starting 3rd, Nathan Davis 4th, Nathan Sedlick 5th, Daniel Smallwood starting in 6th place. Good to see Daniel out there. Christopher Fowler in 7th, Justin White 8th, Brian Helm 9th, Stephen Pearson 10th, Thomas Brandner will be starting 11th, Randall Drake 12th, James Koulibaly in 13th, Bernard Person 14th, Colton Davis 15th, Jeffrey Porter 16th. 16 drivers.
Boy, oh boy, Rudy. Do we have some heavy hitters in this one?
I'm telling you, man. Stacked field here tonight.
These are, I think I see 2 rookies in here that I've never seen in here, but other than that, all these guys are been racing here for years and week on week, and this is definitely going to be a good one.
Yes, sir. All right, so Jesse Schwartz is our pole setter. So I think that's a points night for Jesse taking the pole. You said he gets a point for that. And oil.
And look at that paint scheme.
Oh yeah,
Oh, boy.
oil is the theme, and boy, look at these. These castor oil. That's an awesome looking paint job.
I think he did that by hand.
Oh, looks pretty
Sounds
good.
like something Jesse would do.
Yes, sir. Looks pretty good. All right, folks, we're ready to get going here. Oh, I'm sure you'll get in, Jeffrey. All right, here we go, folks. Coming out of turn 4, just about ready to take the green flag. Off and going here for duel number 2. Setting the field for next week's Daytona 250. Pace car's
Pace car's
in.
down.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. Good start by Thomas Keene.
Thomas Keene getting about the best start that he could there for that outside. Let's see what it does here.
Yeah, he just needs somebody
Nathan
up
Davis
there to help
sneaking
him
down
right
to the
now.
bottom.
Well, they kind of lagged back there a little bit. Daniel Smallwood's well off the pace, but he's starting to reel in Thomas Keene. And if they can stay like that, we could have a pretty good line, 2 wide all the way around here. Jesse Schwartz in the lead, Galen Gidman 2nd, Nathan Davis 3rd, and Galen already pulls out. Him and Nathan Davis, they are going.
Here's the Daniel Smallwood and Thomas Keene hooking up on the outside.
yeah.
Work very well together. Galen goes to the top. Yep, that outside lane's definitely forming here.
Ooh, and Galen drops it down in front of Jesse Schwartz, and he leads the very first lap.
At this point, Jesse Schwartz is pretty much trapped in a box. We'll see how long it takes for him to get out front.
Nathan Sedlick 3rd in the row on the bottom.
Everybody's sticking together here for now. Here's Nathan Davis looking to the top on the outside of Galen Gidman and Jesse Schwartz.
They all get around here. Brian Helm in 8th place.
Don't forget about Thomas Brannard back there on the inside. You know he'll have something for him.
Oh yeah, he's the one that we'll be keeping an eye on him because he knows his way around these super speedways and he is good at them. So he'll be picking and choosing his way up through there the best that he can.
Daniel Smallwood back to 8th, looking down on the inside, can't get there. He's going to slowly start falling back. Here comes Thomas Brannard with a little bit of help from Colton Davis and Justin White. Jesse
So far,
Schwartz hops
so
up
good.
to the top.
So far, so good. Yeah, Jesse.
Yeah,
Jesse's up there trying to get a push, I think. And
Yeah,
it
you see that?
doesn't seem to be
He's-
working.
exactly. You see someone like Daniel Smallwood fall off there, and he goes to the bottom. As soon as that one car pulls down to the bottom, you know, there's Thomas Keene. He pulls down. That outside lane is just slowly losing momentum. So
Oh,
there's
we got
one
one
around.
up. Oh,
he hung on to it.
who was that? Daniel Smallwood?
No,
It had to have been. Yeah, it had to have been because he's clear back in 14th now. Wow, caught that yellow line. And
That was
that's all it
Nathan
took.
Sedlak.
Was it?
Yeah, the 35 car.
Okay. Okay, my bad. Well, I'll tell you what, that caused a lot of them to go back. Wow. I put Christopher Fowler now in second place, Brian Helm third, and Jesse Schwartz now is going to have to duck in behind Brian Helm to stay in fourth.
Yeah, Rudy, through 1 and 2, the 46 of Christopher Fowler just hooked the 35, and he was able to hang on. But you see that backpack form. Nathan Sedlak's not out of this one.
Yeah, they'll get caught back up. It ain't over. They got pit stops to go through here before long, too, so Jesse Schwartz kind of boxed in, riding right behind Christopher Fowler. Christopher goes to the lead. He gets a good run here, and he will lead that lap, getting by Galen Goodman on the outside, him and Jesse Schwartz. Colton Davis.
Nathan Davis.
Nathan?
Nathan
Yeah, there
Davis.
he is.
Yeah, he's looking on the outside, falls back. And we got a slow car back here. Just got a little bit loose. That's James Koulibaly. And, excuse me.
Yeah, Koulibaly.
Yeah.
Yep. And Stephen Pearson about to lose the draft, too. He may fall back and pick up Koulibaly, and they should be able to close up back up on that pack. But Bernard Pearson, last one in that lead pack, right behind Randall Drake. These guys just kind of quietly waiting their turn to get to the front.
Yeah, and guys at this point, like Stephen Pearson and James, they're just praying for a caution before they have to pit. So
Justin
I know that
White.
feeling. It's
Oh yeah, that's
challenging to be back there.
It's a dreadful feeling when you know you've lost the draft.
Jesse Schwartz looking to the outside, can't get any help here. Colton Davis and Nathan Davis looking to close in on the 27. Let's see what he does here. He's still hanging out on the outside, probably going to drop down in here in line. Yeah.
Yep, and Branner just goes into third place, getting by Jesse Schwartz. Ooh, and he's going to pull
Branner
out.
going to the top.
Oh yeah, here they go.
And watch that momentum change. 3 cars versus 2. Here comes the outside lane.
My word, look at that. What a difference, huh?
Thomas
Branner.
Branner to the point. Oh, and we got one.
Oh.
Colton Davis hard into the outside wall.
No caution.
Oh, and he goes in again. That's going to be a big one. He's head on into the wall, Rudy.
Yeah, but no caution.
Oh, my Lord.
No caution.
He had
Wow.
that thing saved. Oh, we're 3 wide for the lead.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Now, we already seen that in the last duel, and it did
didn't
not work out.
No. Galen clears the 27. They're side by side for the lead. Brannard and Galen.
Right in 36 there, Brian Helm. Having a good run here today. Boy, I'll tell you, these guys are definitely... they're about 4.5 seconds ahead of 9th place. 9th place, Randall Drake. And this is not what they want. They don't want to be that far back. I mean, I'm a firm believer in the full-length race. That's not a bad thing. That kind of gives you a buffer. If there's a wreck up there, you can check up. But in this short of a race, no.
No. Jesse Schwartz getting down to the bottom right here in between the 46 and... slides into 4th place.
Yep, 5th place. Colton Davis has taken his car behind the wall, and we got 2 guys on pit road, Daniel Smallwood and Jeffrey Porter. I think they got caught up in that mess.
Yeah, they did. Unfortunate for them.
Yeah, very unfortunate. Stephen Pearson now is with James Koulibaly.
Everybody singles out here through the top 7 or 8.
They'll be closing up on Randall Drake and Justin White here in just a second. And that'll make
Jesse,
a 4-car pack.
Jesse is just not going to give up, is he? He's trying that outside. No one will go with him, though.
Yeah, he's waiting for somebody to come up there.
Ooh,
oh, wow.
That's tight.
Yeah, oh, he just blinked out. What the heck? Jesse just blinked out.
He took it behind the wall.
What?
It says he disconnected. I don't know.
He alt-F4'd right out. Why would he do that?
I'm not sure. I thought maybe he thought he was going to wreck.
He's already got the pole for next week, so it doesn't really matter, you know?
Yeah, he probably didn't want to wreck.
Yeah, he's probably just not liking things the way they're going right up there, so he doesn't want to be a factor in it. So, all right.
Here's Thomas Keene coming back to the outside with pulling Nathan Sedlick closely in behind. They're going to be side by side for the lead here.
Nathan Davis just ahead of him. 2 versus 5. I did this.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. 3
I tell you,
against
that
4.
outside, you got to have a lot of help for that outside, but if you get that extra help there, you're going to be way faster.
Brian Helm, 2nd place. This is a
good run going for Brian.
Yeah, solid run for him.
We're closing in on that those pit stops, Rudy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, they'll be. If they wanted a short pit, this would be the time to do it. This is almost where we seen the Duel 1 had a caution. I think it was with 18 to go. So
Josh Schwartz takes it behind the wall.
Jesse.
And Josh. Josh just dropped out.
Here we go. A couple of them coming in. Josh Schwartz. He's not even in this one.
Brannard. Oh, they're wrecking here. Coming on to pit.
Josh Schwartz ain't even in this one.
He must have been watching.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at. Well, Brian Helm stays out there to lead a lap, but everybody else, well, quite a few of them come to pit road. Nathan Davis.
I don't know if any of them got speeding, but a couple of them got in there real fast. Thomas Keene, first one out.
Wow, good pit stop. Some of them took 2 tires, some of them took 4. Now, Brian's out there by himself, and that's not a good thing. You do not want to be out there by yourself.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, he's coming to pit road. Good choice. Good choice. Well, that's going to leave Stephen Pearson. He'll be coming around here. He's coming into pit road as well. Him and Jim Coulibaly.
Rudy, take a look at the 94 here. He's pretty much in between the middle, the front pack and the pack behind him, but it's going to take him a few laps to get up there, since how the 4 and the 35 are up there pushing each other for the lead.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, he is a few corners back right now, so be interesting to see if they can all get formed up.
All right. Well, let's see. Pearson. Yeah, they've all pitted. But Brian Helm did get back off the pit road, but they're going to come by with a full head of steam and go right by Brian Helm. But boy, that was a great pit stop for Brian Helm.
Oh, absolutely. He's got a stretch on him, and even if they pass him, he can fall right in behind him.
Yep.
That worked out well for him.
Yes, it did. Man, that was great.
Yep, coming to the line here, Brian Helm will be your leader.
He's got a 1.9 second, it's shrinking, 1.8 seconds. Back to Thomas Keene and Nathan Sedlick.
But at this point, Rudy, he's pretty much up to speed. Yep. So either way, if they pass him or not, he will be able to, combine with those 2 guys coming up past him here.
If I was him, I would stay right on that bottom line and make them pass him on the outside. So when they drop back down in front of him, he's got the draft.
Absolutely. That's the way to do it around here.
Yep. You got to think about things when you go out there like that and he's all by himself. How would you want to do this and do it to where you're not going to be losing a bunch of time? Here comes Thomas Keene around.
Here they come.
Yep. And he's already feeling some of the side draft off of him right now.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not going to lose any time right there at all.
He pulls up and then comes back down, joins right in with them. It's going to take him about a lap or a half a lap to really get that draft, but he's definitely going to be right there.
In the meantime, Galen Gidman by himself back here is losing a lot of precious time. It's going to be long, and we're going to see Stephen Pearson and Bernard Person. Say that twice real fast. Stephen Pearson and Bernard Person. They're going to be coming up on Galen here, so that'll make a 3-car pack. So we'll be 3 cars trying to catch up to 3 cars.
You look back here, Thomas Brannard 7th, Nathan Davis 8th. These guys right now are just praying for a caution. I don't think they can do much more than that. these guys, these top 3 here, they just planned it out perfect, and they're so far out right now that if this thing goes green, they're in great shape.
Yeah, and this is where we've seen right here. I think they got the speeding on pit road penalties was Thomas Brander and Nathan Davis, because they both spent almost 25 seconds on pit road. So
yeah, that's what I figured.
That's their penalties. Christopher Fowler, I think, had a penalty as well.
And really, that's what we were talking about before the race. Everything just has to be so perfect. You come down and onto this pit road here, you're dropping down from about 180 to 60 miles an hour, and that's not easy. So
no,
you see things, little things like that happen that will throw your whole race off, and that's unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes.
That's right, exactly. All right, so these 3 have pulled away by 10.4 seconds. Is now
Wow.
Stephen Pearson and Bernard Person did pass Galen Gidman, and he's still by himself. They must have really blew by him. And I see a little bit of damage on Galen's car, so I'm kind of wondering if he's just not up to full speed. He's got some left side front damage. And some rear damage, too. Oh, boy.
Wonder if something happened on pit road that we didn't see.
He might have been in that with something that's spun. So now the question is there enough laps left here for Brander and Nate Davis to get up there and possibly pass Galen? They are about 8 seconds behind him. And Nate Davis has got damage, so he's not as fast as Brander, and he's struggling to keep up with Brander right now.
Got 9 cars on the lead lap here.
Yeah.
10th through 16th are either 1 lap down or multiple laps down.
Passing up Daniel Smallwood. Daniel is 3 laps down in 11th place. Just staying out there, I guess, just for that track position. James Coulibaly hanging on to the 10th place. He's going to hook up with Galen.
Now, the only way these guys are going to get around Thomas Keane is if they plan something and go to the outside of him or something. But right now, they're staying pretty evenly gapped, and not much going on up front.
Right. But boy, I'll tell you what, I talked to Stephen Pearson before the race, and he said, I'm just going out here and going to get wrecked out. Look at this, running in 4th. What a
he's always doubting himself.
I know it.
He's a good racer.
He's the most negative driver I've ever heard.
Oh, he's just joking.
I know.
Either way. It's good to see him back out here. Hopefully he can run full time with us this year. And I think we're going to see a lot more people, as in Thomas Brannard, who's a fixed setup kind of guy, or Galen Gidman. I think these guys are really going to be going full season here, so
yeah.
The more cars we can keep up, the more action. It's going to be really good racing. So
yeah, that was a big change, going from open setups to fixed setups, but it kind of brought a different clientele into the league. A lot of guys were really kind of hoping that it would go to that, and when it did, they were like, yes, okay, now it kind of throws an even playing field out there,
Yeah, I think there was more people happy for fixed than open,
Yep.
But at the same time, open was fun because it was the better team wins, so it takes a little bit of fun out of it, or realism, I would say, out of it, but at the same time, everyone's now on the same playing field. It mostly comes down to just your driving ability, so I think that'll be an interesting element to it, and I think it's going to be a great year either way.
Okay. All right, yeah, it's iwcr.us is the league site that you'll have to apply at, so sorry about that, Jeff. I forgot about telling you that. My bad. But I hope to see you, man. That'd be really cool. Pearson and Person.
Next one to go a lap down will be Christopher Fowler in the 46 car. They're coming up on him pretty quick.
Yeah, he's not too far ahead of them. Probably about 5-6 seconds.
Which will close here in the next half lap.
Oh yeah, they're going to close real quick. And they're just kind of riding right now, and you know, and I can see something going to happen here. Nathan Sedlick, he's patient right now, but you watch what's going to happen on the last lap. He's not going to be patient anymore.
Oh no, same with Brian Helm. Any chance he gets to be up front, he's going to drive hard, and he's not going to mess around. He knows what he's doing, and now that he's got the car to do it, I think he has a good shot here.
Yep. And I told Thomas Keene, I said, don't be keening them guys out there. So now you know what he's going to do. He's going to try to block Sedlick, and he's going to wind up wrecking all three of them. You watch.
Then Pearson will be your winner.
Yeah. You watch. He'll keen them.
Oh, but Thomas is pretty stellar on all these tracks. He's fast everywhere, so I'm not surprised to see him leading here.
Well, Justin White back out on the track. Could possibly pick up a couple of positions here. Because Galen Gidman and James Coulibaly are on pit road. And in 4 laps, he'll be able to pass up both of them if they don't get back out on the track. But Keene, coming to 5 to go this time by, folks. Well, it's been fun. Logan, thank you for helping, man. That was pretty cool. Hey, we got Randall Drake in the booth. What?
I've been here the whole time. I've just been quiet.
Oh.
You guys had some good mojo going. I didn't want to take it away from you.
Yes, sir.
I was an idiot. I accidentally knocked my gear into 3rd gear and blew my engine. So stupid.
Oh, man.
It's alright. I was so far back avoiding the 3 wrecks that almost happened that didn't happen, so.
Well, we're hoping Keene doesn't keen these guys up here.
He actually came over the microphone and said I keened it when I threw it into 3rd by accident.
That's
coming
funny.
by the lap car right now.
Yep. By that is Christopher Fowler, and he should be able to fall back in. I don't know how long he'll be able to hold on to the draft. Now, he doesn't have any damage on his car, so he should be okay. And he was a front runner at the beginning of the race. If you remember, Logan, he was running real well. I'm just kind of curious how he got back so far. Yeah, I think he had a pit road penalty.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them that got it.
Yep.
I saw Thomas slide into the grass a little bit, so I could definitely tell he was speeding.
All right, 4 to go, folks. Thomas
you see
Keene.
Sedlick's right on his back bumper right here.
I can see what's setting up here.
Here they come around Smallwood. Stays high.
I'd love to see them do what we did last year at the restrictor plate when me and Porter were going for it.
What was that? Refresh my memory. That was.
Porter beat me by about a 10th.
Okay. I think I do remember that night you said that, but gosh, I've slept a lot of times since then.
Probably covered a lot of races too, Rudy.
Yeah.
Hey, Rudy, pay attention to that 46 car. He's closing right in. That could be a potential helper for either Brian or Nathan.
Exactly. That's what I think these guys, I think there might be a little communication going on here, maybe a little deal making going on to try to get him to help out here. We'll see.
Well, you see, Brian's been lagging back just a little bit. If that 46 can get on his back bumper and move him up to the top side here, and even if Nathan Sedlick goes, they're going to get right around Thomas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Thomas is a sitting duck. I would not want to be in his shoes right now. And he knows it, too. He knows that, you know, he knows they're going to pass him. He's just hoping that he's got enough momentum to stay ahead of them. It's coming.
I'm glad that you pay you for a hamburger today on Tuesday, or whatever that saying is, right?
Yeah, yep.
They're going to see the white flag next time by.
And he's going to try doing some blocking here, so we might see Keene all of them guys right there.
If Sedlick wants to win this race, he needs a little bit of help from behind here from Brian. That 46 really closing in.
Still
pushing Helm down the backstretch.
Pearson and Person back here, 4th and 5th. Branner is still going to make it into 6th. Nate Davis, 7th. Those are the last ones on the lead lap.
Rudy, that might have just taken Brian Helm out of contention. He kind of got squeezed there and kind of went on the apron, slowed up his momentum quite a bit.
Well, he's only got 1 lap to do it in.
It's between Keene and Sedlick right here on the last lap.
Keene trying to use a little draft there off of the number 33 of Justin White. Justin does go into the top 10.
Actually, don't count Brian Helm out. Here he comes.
I'm telling you.
Wicked momentum. These
yes,
two are
sir.
spread out. Go to the outside.
Oh,
Here he
boy,
comes.
here he goes.
Oh, he needs that help. He needs him right on his back bumper.
Yeah.
Is he going to get there?
I told you there was some deal making going on
Brian
there.
Helm to the outside of Thomas Keene. Here they come. That 46 has got to help him.
He's trying to get down there, get some side draft. I don't think it's going to be enough.
Here.
No, it's not going to be enough, but boy, I'll tell you what.
At his door.
What an
Brian
effort.
Helm's going to finish second with Thomas Keene winning the race.
Wow, look at
Good
that.
comeback there.
You can bet he'll be thanking Christopher Fowler for that second place finish. You can bet.
Oh, he ought to be. I thought he was out of there.
Sure thing.
The 4 and the 35 got spread out, and that was just enough for the 46 to push him right back up there.
Man, what a finish right there, folks. Man, that was an awesome finish. Fireworks are going off. We will get Thomas Keene down here in just a second. We were just talking to him. He helped me in Duel 1.
Green to checkered they went.
Yes, sir. All right, Thomas Keene, you got a copy.
Checker flag.
How's it going, Rudy?
Woohoo! You did it, brother. We were so afraid you were going to Keene all of them up there.
I learned my lesson from last season.
Well, now when it come down to it, it looked like maybe you were going to try to block Sedlick. You know the Sedlick was setting you up. You knew that, right?
Yeah, I knew Sedlick was setting me up, and I think what really helped me was when Helm.
Brian Helm.
Brian Helm was trying to get below Sedlick, and Sedlick tried to get down. They got a little loose, and Helm backed all the way up.
Yeah.
It kind of helped me breathe a little bit sigh of relief. And then when I saw how they're setting it up, and I saw Christopher hooking up with Brian, I'm like, I want to go up there and kind of block, but I had a lot of faith in Nathan, and I knew if we can get hooked up, I know we can get the run through 3 and 4 and all that, and it worked. And then I try to run Brian a little high there into a trial and then cut it low and try to secure the win. But it feels great. I've not really had that good of a luck here, but it feels good to finally, that we're starting 4th next week.
Yeah.
But God, it was a crazy race. Just seeing them go they're going 3 wide, 2 wide. It's pretty much you're trying to miss all these wrecks, and it's only like lap 10. And so imagine next week. I don't know what our strategy is going to be next week, but God, it was a crazy 2 duels.
Well, now you stopped for fuel. Did you take tires? Because I didn't pay attention.
No.
You did not take tires. Took fuel only, right?
Yeah, and the tire was actually pretty good. I thought I trust. It says only nighttime. I'll trust the tires, and wasn't loose, wasn't tight. It was just nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. Well, congrats on grabbing the win here tonight, Thomas, and now that's going to get you some bonus points, right?
Yeah, we definitely
All
need
right.
those 3 bonus points. Helps
right.
down.
That's
Goes
a good
into
way
the
to
250. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way to start the season out right there with 3 extra bonus points, man. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
Yeah, anybody you want to thank tonight for this win?
I just want to thank my good Lord God and Savior Jesus Christ. Want to thank everyone back on Fastlane Motorsports. Thanks all to them for taking me on and helping me become a better driver. Appreciate everyone, all of them. Thanks Smallwood, who's a really good friend of mine. Sedlick for helping me, and I know we pretty much hooked up that whole race there. And I want to give a shout out to Smallwood's mom and dad. Appreciate all the comments, guys. I was reading it here, and great to meet you guys a few months ago. Hope to see you guys soon. And Rudy, I want to thank you for everything you do in the booth there, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me come up there tonight and help you out. I want to thank Drake for putting on this great race and getting all these people in here. And then we'll go on the next week, hopefully do it again. And then I want to give a shout out to my friend Matthew, who's watching as well.
Well, 4th place starting next week. I mean, you can start 14th and still, be up there and win the race. So it doesn't really matter. But 4th place is a good, respectable place to be starting next week. So maybe that'll keep you out ahead of all the wrecks or cautions, because we know we're going to see them. We just don't know when they're going to happen.
Yeah. And
so
what we saw tonight, I'm afraid it's going to happen in the front too, because there's a lot of wrecking in the front tonight, and that's imagine the daylight when there's less grip. So we'll see how it goes.
We've seen a lot of guys got pit road penalties. They're coming in pit road and speeding on pit road. Man, there was a bunch of them. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, at least 3 that we've seen. I think there was 4 or 5 that got pit road penalties, but yeah, so that really kind of saved grace on you. You know, you got off the pit road really good. You didn't have to worry about those guys, kind of put them way back in the field, and they were 15, 20, 30 seconds behind you. So that really helped out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on pit road entrance. All I did was just lay off early, and I see everyone tossing and turning, people in the grass, people wrecking them. I didn't know what happened. I just tried to avoid it.
Yep. Well, you did a good job, man. You got off pit road first and grabbed the win here tonight. So congrats. We can't wait to see what you can do next week, Thomas.
Thank you. Really appreciate it, buddy. And hopefully next week we'll have the same result. And gotta keep it clean for 99 laps. And that 100th lap, it's everyone for themselves.
That's right. All right, we'll run down through the results. I know we didn't run down through the results on the first one, but I was trying to hurry up and get over here. Thomas Keene coming home with the win. Brian Helm with a close second right there, just barely edging out Nathan Sedlick. Stephen Pearson with a 4th place finish. Bernard Person 5th. Thomas Brander 6th. Nathan Davis 7th. Christopher Fowler 8th. Daniel Smallwood 9th. Justin White 10th. Galen Gidman finishing 11th. James Koulibaly 12th. Randall Drake finishing 13th. Jesse Schwartz 14th. Jeffrey Porter 15th, and Colton Davis rounding out the field in 16th place. Congratulations to tonight's winner here, Thomas Keene. We appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us, and can't wait to see what these guys can do next week. But folks, we'll be back tomorrow night for another broadcast right here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.